Yeah, I thought a lot of good things. I thought our first contacts weren't as clean as we need them to be. I think Butler was part of that. I thought they served really aggressively and came at us pretty aggressively, but good hitting numbers, good blocking numbers. I thought both the first and second set, we started pretty slow and then had some runs that kind of opened each set up.
Questions for anyone?
Coach Booth, it felt like if you looked at just like the box score in this game, it didn't really tell the whole picture. It felt, especially with some of the challenges in the earlier sets, there was a lack of momentum, getting some rallies going and then rallies won, and then a couple aces early on for Butler. Just talk about how you guys kept that, trying to keep at least a sense of momentum going, especially late in sets, even with all that challenges.
Yeah, I think we talked about trying to create energy. It did kind of have a slow flow. Kendra was commenting they wish that couldn't take so many timeouts. So I think some of that flow, within challenges and timeouts, it does feel that way a little bit. There weren't a ton of long rallies, particularly in the first game. They were siding out. We were siding out on a lot of first ball kills. So, but I did like how we stayed the course. Our offense was really clean almost all night. And then, it takes a couple servers to break things open.
Kendra, you had, I think, 4 kills tonight, including a couple setter dumps, which are always really fun to watch. Talk a little bit about that aspect of your game.
Yeah, I think kind of it's game by game, kind of seeing what the blockers and kind of what their game plan is. And so tonight they weren't really staying with me. And then some nights they jump with me and then I get to distribute to hitters that can go and put the ball away. So it's just something that I kind of saw tonight. And we'll kind of see going forward what teams bring.
Elise, talk a little bit about your approach to blocking tonight. I know there are a couple good ones, particularly with you and Kiara and you and Kendra. Just what your approach was on both sides.
Yeah, they run a really fast offense, so no matter where I was going, it was going to be really quick off the ground, closing late usually. So just trying to, no matter what the block move looked like and if I was late or not, just getting my hands into that seam and filling late, no matter what.
Coach Booth, you spoke last weekend about how you weren't really going to do scouting for Marquette or anything until tomorrow. Going into tomorrow, especially, with today's game behind you, what's the focus as you're looking towards Marquette?
Well, to be clear, we've been scouting Marquette,
Yeah.
but we'll talk about it with the players tomorrow for sure. And, I think first contacts are going to be crucial for both Marquette and Creighton. We both hang our hat on aggressive serving. We're both really good in system, so I think that's going to be numero uno. They run a super fast offense, so we're going to need to, make some good block moves. And I think, it's going to be the team that can work in defense and be good in dig transition.
And then I know you always talk about how you're just focusing on the next match, right? It's not really about the rankings. You want to look too far ahead and you want to stay focused. But is there any sense, especially moving up to number 5 in the poll this week, I know nothing really matters until Selection Sunday, but does that change the energy of your team a little bit or the outlook?
The number 5 ranking?
Yes.
I defer to them. For me, no, but each match is so valuable for those matchups. So that's kind of, I think that's where my mind is of that. I don't know, did 5 impact you guys?
I mean, I don't
Jumping
think
to
so. No, I think our mind has been set on what our end goal is this year and kind of what we need to do to get to that. So I think we're not really hanging our hat too much on what different rankings are. I think it's what we can show night in, night out, what we can continue to get better on, and kind of how we can prove ourselves going forward.
Going back to set 1, it was really back and forth, but then you guys, near the end of the set, you guys went on a long run with Maddie serve. Do you think that kind of settled you guys, in the set to kind of make the rest of the sets easier, or, help you win that first set?
I'll let you guys take that.
I definitely think so. Not only going into set 2, but just almost defeating them a little bit of knowing how those runs can end up for them. So ending set 1 with that and then going into set 2, that sets us up for a really good start to set 2 there.
Anything else? Thank you, guys.
Thanks, guys.